entertainment featuring the Andy Westcott Band on Friday at 4 p.m. It's free to the public, so come celebrate 50 years of Wide Open with Mercury Racing and the Florida Powerboat Club.
Hey Keys family, Lichty Marina Marathon is proud to be the Keys' largest Suzuki repower dealer. Suzuki engines deliver unmatched reliability and performance. This week's boat of the week is the super sweet Pioneer 180 Islander. The 180 Islander is the perfect boat for family fun with its 6-person capacity. This center console is the perfect boat to pull up to the sandbars and enjoy the outdoors with friends and family. Come see us at 9200 Overseas Highway in Marathon or check us out online at marathonsuzuki.com.
It's the Fast Boats and Boots concert presented by X Insurance, featuring some of Key West's best local musical talent: Cliff Cody, Key West Kings, Rob Benton, K-Rush, and Wolf Love Band. Happening Saturday, November the 11th at the Coffee Butler Amphitheater. Join X Insurance for their second annual official Race World Offshore Fast Boats and Boots concert. Get your tickets online now at fastboatsandboots.com. That's fastboatsandboots.com. And now we return to the 42nd Annual Race World Offshore Key West World Championships, presented by Performance Boat Center, live from the Porte Performance Broadcast Center on the Zone 97.7 Sports Radio.
And welcome back. Todd Swafford, joined again by Eric Colby of Speed on the Water. And in just a moment, APBA Offshore Commissioner Rich Lures will join us. And Joey Cook from the Key West Citizen is still here with us. You're listening to the Zone 97.7 Sports Radio from the Porte Performance broadcast booth here locally, broadcasting these races for, the better part of 4 decades in Key West. Glad to be back and joined by Race World Offshore's live stream on the Race World Offshore Facebook page, brought to you by Maximum Inflation. Live stream presenting sponsor, Maximum Inflation brand CO2 cartridges, gas for everything inflatable. Also like to thank Monster Energy, the official energy drink of the APBA Offshore National Series and the Race World Offshore World Championships. And they have their interactive fan zones out here on the outer mole. You can go in and get a refreshing Monster Energy drink and check out the cool experience. It's also available at the Rab Beats Race Village, the dry pits inside of Truman Annex. Race World Offshore's official Race Village sponsor is Rab Beats. X Insurance, they are presenting our hospitality VIP area here on Friday and on Sunday. And, of course, they are hosting our big concert, which you just heard about, the X Insurance Boots and Boats concert on Saturday afternoon. Go to Race World Offshore for all the details and to purchase tickets. So we have orange smoke. Let's get these boats set up. Eric Colby from Speed on the Water for super stock racing, 7 laps and 31.3 miles an hour, 31.36 miles on the course.
Oh, it looks like they're going to form them up quick, so we'll just give you the lane assignments and the boat numbers. 43 Celsius is lane 1. Big East Construction, lane 2. Allied Construction, lane 3. Team Allen Lawn Care, lane 4. Team Bermuda, lane 5. Performance Boat Center, 6. Coco's Monkey, 7. Jackhammer, 8th. Team Northwing, 9. Curry Refrigeration, 10th. And LPC Racing, 11. So, Rich Lures, this could get interesting.
This could get very interesting, and it's good to be here. And thanks for having me. I see you saved the worst for last, myself. But we're going to have one great race. The competition all year in super stock has just been phenomenal. I mean,
they're bringing them right up on plane to get them going.
They are bringing them right up. So we're wasting no time.
And that's what Race World Offshore had said in the drivers' meeting. We're going to move this right along. We still have enough to come. Class 1 with the VXV bottoms and the Extreme Boat that'll finish the 42nd Annual Key West World Champ presented by Boat Center. The Super Stock boats line up. It says, Alley Veet, let's go fast. Here comes the Super Stock boats.
And that's good to let them get stretched out early as much as they can to kind of separate before they get to turn 1 with 11 boats.
Well, look at the Chartreuse boat. Big East Construction is really moving along.
That's Gary Ballou out of Florida and Cole Leibel out of Canada. Had a 32 victory.
Had a good lane assignment on the grid to the X Insurance Helicam.
As lane 2.
Yep, heading out towards turn number 1. Live coverage of the World Championships. We're watching the Super Stock races. 7 laps here today. Your winner on Wednesday was the
Is that the new S2 out in the far lane?
It could be. They had a good start the other day, no doubt.
We'll just have to wait. Rather than keep who's that, let's just get them when they come back through.
Jackhammer was your winner on Wednesday, and they had a pretty wide outside assignment. See how they do. It looks like it's the boats are their attitude's good.
Yep.
Not catching a lot of air here as I speak, but keep the props in the water.
We should point out that the tide was running very heavily out earlier.
Yep.
Yes.
And right now the seas have calmed down tremendously. So this is going to be a really fast barn burner race.
Yeah, the wind's down about 3 miles an hour out of the east now, less out of the southeast. That's good. And as you mentioned, the tide is starting to come in. That was definitely standing those waves up with the higher wind. Definitely Big East Construction is in there with another boat heading down to turn 2. That's a 2-pin turn down by Fort Zachary Taylor. As the boats come around after lap number 1, Big East Construction is definitely there. And moving to the outside, that looks like Jackhammer. It appears to be another victory hull.
Yeah, and there's that. I thought I saw Allied in the picture there with those turned down hull sides. But let's catch them as they come through.
Usually, if you're getting a lot of confused water right in this area, you see the boats coming a lot out of the water. They're keeping grip to the water real well here. And Big East Construction is your early leader heading into the Monster Energy fan zone, but pushing in with some speed is boat number 2.
And coming across.
And moving to the inside was Jackhammer.
Yeah.
So Big East will try and set their line. Celsius is running in 3rd.
Team Allen 4th.
And the S1's doing much better today.
Team Bermuda than the
Bermuda.
Allied team running in. We'll sort them out as they head through the turn, so let's follow them and pick them off as they come around. Now this is going to be the next dicey turn. Everybody's going to go through that hairpin turn in Key West Harbor at turn number 3 down by the Harbor Hotels. Just a sea of spray. Big East Construction comes out looking like they have the lead.
This is a very, very tight race right now, and considering they've gone almost one full lap, the separation is very little.
Yep.
I don't think there's, maybe 10 seconds between first and last at the moment.
Well, looks like they've got the camera on Jackhammer now, but
Big
they are
East,
running second. Big East is leading.
Yeah, Celsius was in 3rd.
Yep, they still are.
And Jackhammer there on camera, passing.
And Team Allen is 4th. Bermuda's outside of Team Allen, and North Wing is on the inside. So there's a tight bunch. And Coco's Monkeys right there, too, off camera. But here's Big East Construction, the bright green boat that had such a strong day for 90% of the race last year on Sunday. And a relay took them out and kind of broke Cole Leibel's heart.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, as the lead boats head out, that's the second group.
That's the second pack.
3rd, 4th. A battle between Jackhammer, Celsius, and North Wing. 2 older hulls there from Doug Wright in the Celsius.
Here's Jackhammer coming inside of Big East by the looks of it here, going from 1 to 2.
And the old Hulk, the North Wing team. So heading around turn number 1. We still have Jackhammer got around Big East on the inside there, guys.
Big East just made the inside move to come back to try to take the shorter course.
So a big battle going on between the 2 victory hulls. Now all of these boats run the Mercury Racing 300R 4-stroke engines.
Mm-hmm.
Still have the 20-inch midsections, and we're hearing that the 15-inch midsections can be ready next year, and that would be great to help with CG on these boats. But Jackhammer, after winning on Wednesday, has taken the lead over Big East Construction.
Yeah, let's see how this...
It is still a tight race.
Yes.
They're separated now by about, 2 boat lengths.
Yep, a coil heated up on the Big East boat, Cole Leibel and Gary Ballou.
Yep.
And set them back early in the race. They did take 5th overall. Jackhammer won, of course, with Julia Maldonado from Manatee Marine on the throttles, and Reese Langheim, their driver, a bit of air. Wow, got the stern down, and then there came the bow. Again, they're trying to settle down the Jackhammer as they come into the Monster Energy fan zone at the end of lap number 2. Jackhammer has the lead.
The Maldonados don't mind running a little light. It seems to be a family thing.
In front of the fans.
Here comes
Here's Jackhammer.
Big East is right there in second.
Averaging 84 miles an hour.
Celsius in 3rd. Team Allen Lawn Care doing much better today.
Yes.
Running in fourth, North Wing in fifth.
Yep.
The Team Bermuda team running in sixth, Performance Boat Center in seventh, and Coco's Monkey in eighth. Allied Construction back in ninth. And LPC.
Curry's right there with LPC.
Yeah.
In 10th and 11th.
Ryan Beckley, the former Key Wester, running in that boat. So
The lone 300 XS boat with the 2 strokes and the shorter midsection.
through 2 laps of 7 in super stock. We have one more start to go here today, moving right along in the 42nd annual Key West World Championships, presented by Performance Boat Center. Still one big day of racing coming on Sunday. You won't want to miss the action. Jackhammer stretching its lead a little here, but keeping them close enough to reel in. Big East Construction.
Now the key is going to be, is Celsius going to make up time on Big East?
It appears that they have.
Yep.
Celsius has closed down Big East.
And North Wing is trying to make a move off camera on Team Allen, because this big of a class, all these spots are going to be important come Sunday.
Team Bermuda, then Performance Boat Center, and Coco's Monkey, and Performance Boat Center is side by side battling each other right now.
And the new S1, from what I can see, they have tremendous straightaway speed, but they are having difficulty negotiating the corners. They had a worse problem on Wednesday. They seem to have done some work to the bottom, but it still doesn't seem to have that cornering catch that you want.
Yeah, Sean said last night it was okay, which was an improvement from Wednesday.
Yeah. It went from bad to okay.
Sean Connor and Sean Torrente leaving behind the boat they spent so much work on, the MTI that won the APBA National Championship. Their conviction in this hole that next year they expect to have more boats running in super stock class, and today they're going to put it to the test again with the rest of the field.
And here we see North Wing getting around Team Allen.
Yeah, this isn't Team Allen Lawn Care's weather. He likes it a bit rough. Got that last year, enough to win on the first day of racing and hold on for the World Championship. And looks like he may be moving back to 5th place.
There was a fair amount of attrition last year. Let's see how, but there wasn't on Wednesday that much. So
that's true.
Let's see how that plays out this year.
Well, less laps today as Wednesday. There's North Wing in the center of the screen. As we look at your leaders coming back around, that's Jackhammer. And the other 32 victory hole, Big East Construction, into the Monster Energy fan zone in front of the fans here at the outer mold at Truman Annex. As Big East digs in a little bit, Cole Leibel on the wheel and Gary Ballou chasing Julian Maldonado and Reese Langheim. And here they come around after lap number 3. Jackhammer continuing to lead. 88 miles an hour, about 6 seconds back, Big East Construction. Averaging 88 miles an hour, Jackhammer. Celsius trying to hold off North Wing.
Very tight race for third through 6th.
Yep. Team Allen Lawn Care in there behind North Wing.
Team Bermuda was 6th.
Yep, correct. And now
Coco's is now 7th.
That's correct. And
Performance Boat Center is 8th.
And still the Allied team running in 9th, and LPC, then Curry Refrigeration.
Now, does it look to you like, Rich, like maybe Big East does better in the harbor turn, but Jackhammer's getting away from him? Or
I just think Jackhammer's got a couple miles an hour, and there's not much that Big East can do with him right now. What I'm looking at is that race for third.
Yep, here we are.
That's
right
what
here
we're
on
looking
our
at on the
screen.
camera.
Yeah,
Celsius.
Yeah, I mean, that's as tight a race as you're going to get, especially on lap 3.
Yep.
Okay. We are certainly not creating some kind of parade right now. We've got tight racing all the way through the field, except for first and second, who are pulling away from the rest of the field.
And these are two fairly new in-boat pairings with Jay Muller and Chris Hopgood and Celsius.
Yeah, 2 older boats as well, and one, the Celsius, has won a World Championship before, the redesigned Hulk there with the North Wing, the first carbon fiber boat, catamaran out of a mold at Doug Wright, now moves into 3rd place over the 2015 World Championship boat that Jay Muller throttled. Chris Hopgood now in that boat with Jay Muller with the Mercury 300R package. As we go back looking towards turn number 1, they'll battle it out all the way out there. And the gift of better weather, lighter winds, and a slack tide now moving in. Tide on the outflow this morning was really chopping things up and struggled with the bracketed boat racing in Mod V, but has calmed down here later today.
Yeah, this is as calm as Key West ever gets. So count your blessings. The issue, of course, is they'll run more throttle, full speed.
Right.
And the engines are just going to be taxed to the max the whole way.
And the sun is blazing down as well.
Is it ever? It's hot out there.
It could be interesting for Class 1 if they have to run those things wide open the whole time.
Yes, it will be.
Back around the 2-pin turn at Fort Zachary Taylor, now heading northbound into the harbor, into the calmer water, and the smooth water here in front of the fans down into the harbor hotels. That's Jackhammer. Reese Langheim, again, again, there's a changing bottom out there in the harbor.
It's right at the harbor entrance.
Exactly.
And that has always been, that hole is out there all the time, no matter how calm it is. In here, it's like a lake in the harbor itself.
And here comes your leader. Again. Jackhammer continuing to lead after lap number 4 of 7. 3 laps left to go, and they continue to average 83.5 miles an hour. Big East Construction holding on to second.
And both of those boats are running maximum trim.
So.
Number 77, North Wing now in third. Celsius.
Alan Long there, 5th.
Coco's Monkey up to 6th.
Yep.
And Team Bermuda to 7th.
Performance Boat Center 8th. Allied 9th.
You talk about futuristic, that Allied is.
Performance Boat Center in 8th, and back to the backside. LPC now coming around on the outside is Curry Refrigeration, but the LPC boat has the inside line. Push them to the outside. Now back to your leader as they come to the spec 3 for J. 2 consecutive wins here. This one for the Southernmost Continental Cup, and another win in the points chase for their first ever World Championship for the Jackhammer team out of Manatee Marine in Palmetto, Florida.
Yeah, they have not had the best luck here.
No, they've been over a couple times, once completely in the air and on their top.
Considering the consistency they have during the regular season.
Yep. As we look at Team Allen Lawn Care, now on top of Team Celsius with Chris Hopgood and Jay Muller, who just got out of the WHM boat. Beautiful livery on the Celsius team.
And Jay actually had a hand in the design and development of that boat when Kyler Talbot built it. He worked very closely with Doug Wright on some fine tuning, let's put it that way.
And won a world championship in 2015 with it.
That's correct.
So it's a winning boat.
Yep.
They made a calculated gamble when they changed crew in that boat this year, and it seems to be paying off.
Yeah, they first did it at Sheboygan.
Mm-hmm.
And then Chris kind of was like, hey, a light went off.
Mm-hmm.
And he decided to make the move, and it seems to be the right one.
Well, he picked the right guy to put the former world champion in that boat in there. Not a mistake, certainly, and it's proving here with a podium finish on Wednesday. But now he's fallen off the top 3 of the grid, and he's trying to fight back and get in there. But they knocked North Wing out on Wednesday. Mm-hmm. Now, turnabout is fair play for the moment. Your top 3 boats, Jackhammer, Big East Construction, and North Wing. Celsius just looking out, and again, a little bit of air there for Jackhammer. Seems like every time they come back into the harbor, they'll launch just a little bit, settle it down, and now head back in front of the start-finish line and continue in the lead after lap number 5 of 7. Jackhammer.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to bother them when they take that little hop. They just, okay, tap it down a little on the trim. And
yeah. It's always been, it's interesting that the 2 lead boats, the 2 victories, seem to take it the worst. And then this boat, the North Wing, of all the boats, that's the most stable at the moment.
Yep.
And running through the rough water. And he's nibbling away at least second place as we speak.
Team Allen's moved into 4th.
Yep.
Celsius back to 5th. Coco's Monkey is chasing Celsius down, and soon will potentially move into 5th.
Bermuda's 7. Performance Boat Center, not where we're used to seeing them.
No, and it's second day in a row.
Then Allied Construction, yep, and it's been the season kind of for them too, Rich.
Yeah.
Now Curry Refrigeration has gotten around LPC. That's a XS boat, 300 XS boats over a 300R boat.
Mm-hmm.
And back to the victory hall. Listen, let's make no mistake, up to this moment, even though there's only 2 against a fleet of Doug Wrights, it is the best made boat in Superstock class. It's a leftover relic from X-Cat Racing that the Victory team was building, and we know they're famous for their engineering and construction, and certainly they put a lot of engineering and thought into building the Superstock boat because their X-Cat was a worldwide series they proposed. It was specifically perfectly made for the ROS engine, which is pretty similar to the 300R in terms of weight and setup.
When you look at the engineering in that boat and the structure, it is so sophisticated. It's NASA level, and obviously the budgets in the Middle East have created 2 masterpieces out there, and right now they are showing the way around the course. Unfortunately, our other new design out there, Sean Torrente's boat, the S1, they're teething. They're definitely having teething problems. It has shown incredible straight line speed, but the handling issues, it needs some setup time, some dialing in.
And that's why it's here. They say, listen, we have our conviction. This is going to be the new technology and the leading edge, but we have to race this boat to find out where it's got to be for next year.
Now, Sean, is that boat out there is the only one with the 2 victories and that boat have certified cockpits. They're stronger, safer, and they meet the standards of the UIM.
On top, we look from the X Insurance Helicam at the Big East Construction, that in Chartreuse victory hull. Gary Ballou on board with Cole Leibel from Canada. And no one's won more Superstock championships than Gary Ballou, a total of 18 total championships in 30 years of racing.
But he's got a threat on his back door.
He does. His Northwing continues to bridge the gap.
Yeah, Northwing is as I said, it's handling the rough water better, and it's laid down. It's considered it's a much more conservative attack angle than the other 2 boats.
1 lap to go for Jackhammer as they pass into the Monster Energy fan zone across the finish line, continuing to average about 85 miles an hour. And let's see how second shapes up as Big East Construction now has a battle on their hands, still holding on to second, and then Northwing in third. Northwing might be one of the best built boats here too. It was completely put back together again by Grant Bruggeman to race with Darren Kittredge. Very solid. Got a lot of this, all the safety features needed. Team Allen Lawn Care in 4th, and Coco's Monkey now in 5th overall with Scott Porte
picking them off.
And Celsius has fallen way back, way off. They must have had some kind of an adventure.
Wonder
in one
if
of the
there's
turns.
a Guardian maybe.
It could be.
Team Bermuda in 6th.
Because Performance Boat Center just pulled around Celsius.
And they have definitely fallen back. Celsius, Performance Boat Center into 7th, Allied into 8th. Curry Refrigeration now in 9th place.
And talk about loose. LPC, they're doing everything with the trim button they can. Let's just keep them on the water, fellas.
All right, we're on the last lap, and there is your leader looking for their 2nd consecutive win here in Superstock in Key West for the 42nd Annual Key West World Championships presented by Performance Boat Center. That's Reese Langheim and Julian Maldonado in their 32-foot victory hull Jackhammer. What a day for them.
And the race is really heating up for second place.
What a week for them so far.
You're not kidding, Rich.
Second place is going to be a barn. They'll be right down to the wire.
Yeah, because Northwing makes up the turn from 1 to 2.
Yeah.
They make up the time rather. So that's going to be, if we could keep a camera on the 2nd and 3rd place boats, that would be great.
Yeah, as they approach the turn at the Malia out there.
Now, the Malia is the expedition vessel in the turn?
Yeah, the big boat you can see right there at the turn. They have been coming here for years. They are the perfect boat for the turn 1. So there they are. They can handle the wall out there when the weather gets tough. Jackhammer negotiating the turn. And we'll want to watch the 2 boats for a minute or so before Jackhammer rounds. Let them get their checkered flag. But it's been their race here today all the way.
Hats off to them. And they didn't start with the lead. But,
No.
But it didn't take them long to take it either.
No.
Yeah.
They definitely have dominant performance out here.
X Insurance Helicam as they approach turn number 2. There they go around the first of the 2 pins. Now back into Key West Harbor. Down in front of the fans at Fort Zachary, and soon to approach the Monster Energy fan zone here.
Marked by the North Wing's coming to the inside, just behind them.
Marked by the 2 Monster Energy buoys in the harbor. And okay, a big battle, as you can see, brewing between second and third.
Here we go. And there's that hole.
Yep, sir. Jackhammer's going to win again here in Key West, but behind them, the race is for second, with the Big East trying to hold off North Wing.
Here comes Jackhammer.
So Jackhammer will win it again here in Key West out of Manatee Marine, Palmetto, Florida.
And look at this finish.
Here comes the race for second. It'll be by a nose of the boat, and Big East will hold off North Wing here today for second place. Sorry we missed that on the live stream, folks. But that was Big East.
We've
by
got another
nose.
race here for fifth.
And for fifth, it's for
Team
fourth.
Allen.
Yep, for fourth, it's going to be Team Allen Lawn Care.
Coco's Monkeys fifth.
Yep.
Very nice job coming up through the pack by Scott Forte and A.J. Bogino.
Sixth Performance Boat Center.
Yep.
Celsius seventh. GL Construction eighth.
That's Team Bermuda, yep.
Team Bermuda, and then we have Allied S1.
9.
And then Ryan Beckley bringing up the rear. But when you look at how quickly the entire fleet came by, that was a tight race. It was a very tight race.
Yeah, so just to make sure we got that right, Coco's Monkey took fourth. Is that we have 1, 2, 3? Allen just got by them.
Yeah.
Right? Yep.
Allen Lawn Care was fourth. Coco's was fifth.
Yes.
Yeah.
Performance Boat sixth.
Yes.
So Celsius seventh.
Yes.
Eighth was Bermuda.
Correct.
9 was Allied.
Yep.
10th with Curry Refrigeration.
Correct.
11th is LPC.
There you go.
LPC just finished.
Wow, that was pretty tight. A couple of races outside of first, with Big East just edging North Wing, and Team Allen Lawn Care finding a little bit of speed after getting passed by Coco's Monkey to take fourth and move on to fifth place.
Now, we talked about the attrition. There was none.
No.
Everybody started, everybody finished. And it didn't look like there was any kind of an issue, except perhaps with Celsius.
Yeah, because they just kind of worked their way back through the field. So
and was suddenly.
Yeah, it could have been a Guardian, could have been just something else.
Hook and a turn.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, did you race stock? I mean, you've raced tunnel boats, but I didn't think you ever raced stock class.
Actually, I was in 1981. I was the top qualifier in what has morphed into this class, twin-engine outboard cat.
Yeah.
With the original Shadow Cat.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we raced here, and I also raced in.
Look, bowing to the crowd, Reese Langheim and Julian Maldonado.
Yeah.
Second straight win with their checker flag aboard Jackhammer.
Good for them. They put on a little bit of a show when they get the flag.
Yeah.
It's all part of it.
Yep. And right now they're 2 for 2.
Yep. I don't think that boat's for sale anymore.
Well, if it is, the price might have just went up.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're going to have to negotiate with Mrs. Langheim, I'm pretty sure.
Listen, make no mistake that boat has been the most dominant boat in the last 2.5 years. I think we went over a consecutive win streak in the APBA National Series of double digits, almost 12 consecutive wins. And the only thing that stopped them from continuing that was when they hit that buoy in Clearwater, and it threw them back off the podium.
But handing off from Ricky to Julian, there was no slowdown.
Well, it comes out of that shop. You know, Ricky is involved in everything that goes on there. And make no mistake, Ricky Maldonado is a genius when it comes to outboard engines. It's his love, whether it's mounting one on an H-craft and racing it in Class 700, or a super boat, or rigging up or helping Julian and Ricardo as they rig up super stock boats and factory 450R boats. So, but this Jackhammer boat is completely awesome. As we look back into the dry pits, look at the Class 1 boats, still look some of the super cats in the water. We see the JBS next to 222 Offshore and DeFalco. DeFalco making the podium for the first time this year on Wednesday in Class 1. And we thank the DeFalco team. They sent us some beautiful libations here to take home. as we complete New York hospitality from the boat with the super cool livery of the New York skyline, as we absolutely appreciate them. And that was a great move by Mike to bring in Billy Moore.
You get the New York skyline on that boat, and you get the Gotham skyline on Batman.
That's right.
Yeah, Gotham City.
Yep.
And talking to, it's not the first time that Billy's been in a Class 1 boat. I think 2008 he jumped in with Chris Parsonage in Negotiator in the Class 1 series when they were running the Supercat, when they were running, Sterling motors on a Victory hull. Yep. But he's got that boat going. It's the last time here in Key West that the Outer Limits is going to run.
Yeah, because he's got the old CT Racing
they're
Victory.
Going to bring out the old Victory hull next year. And I've got to talk to you, Rich Lures of APBA Offshore, with his looking back there at 222 Offshore Navy. Mm-hmm. What a season they had on the UIM Class 1 series. I mean, they had the points championship wrapped up before even the last race of the year, and they didn't have to come